Alright, Shalom, Shalom.
Shalom.
Alright, this is the Hebrew Israelites. Alright, there is a brothers from the GMF, Prophetic Vibration Camp here. Coming in again, week in, week out. Alright, to prophesy the downfall of America and to prophesy the downfall of Europe, to prophesy the downfall of the so-called white man whose biblical nationality is Esau Edom. Alright? So, first and foremost, Kal Halayam, La Alahaya Nawa, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Bakadash. Alright? Double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that do well. Peace, blessed salutations unto the brothers who preaching and teaching the truth on four corners of the earth. Alright? On the highways and the byways, risking their lives and the freedom to do so no more than ever for the truth. Shalom unto the speckled bird Israelites, and shalom unto the very few but faithful Akwas, which is his sisters. Alright, this is Brother Kahan, Brother Kayal, Brother Katiza, and Brother Katiza is back there on the cameras. Alright, so you're gonna second adjust 15 and 1, and then it will go to second adjust 59 and 1. Start off with it.
Book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 15, verse 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy.
Alright? So Yahweh says, speak thou in the ears of my people, which is the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans, alright? Who are his people. What he said to speak what?
His words of prophecy.
Alright, speak the words of prophecy. Alright, and right now, a lot of the prophecies is literally coming off the pages. Alright, prophecies coming thick and fast. Alright, they're not holding up, they're not letting up. Alright? You know, but here's where it is, you know. The prophecies coming in thick and fast. Well,
which I will put in thy mouth, said Yahweh.
Right, which you will put in our mouth. Right? To bring out these prophecies. Yeah. Right.
Book of 2nd Ezra.
Yeah. No, Salakia. Sirach 39 and 1. Salakia.
Book of Sirach, chapter 39, verse 1. But he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High and is occupied in the meditation thereof will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient and be occupied in prophecies.
Occupied in what?
In prophecies.
Yeah. You know, once you seek the wisdom of Yahweh, you know, and the fear of the Lord is beginning of wisdom. Alright? And that wisdom is the truth. Coming out of this book here, coming out of the scriptures. And once you get that wisdom, alright, you will meditate thereof. Because the meditation, alright, the meditation will culminate into the meditation of the prophecies. Yeah? You know? Because these prophecies are not letting up. Yahweh Hashem Yahshua say what all you will not. What's the fuck is that? Right? Yeah. This second Ezra 16 and and 57 it says, behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack. Alright? There's a scripture where it speaks about, you know, the plagues will be coming upon the face of the earth, you know, and it will not slack, you know. The Lord is not slack concerning his promise, as some men do come slackness, you know. And we see it taking place. And right now, that's what it was yesterday, sir. You know, I was going on to yesterday. Actually, my wife informed me something what was taking place in Guyana. Tomorrow, I will do some more investigation on it, if it's really true. Where the government is looking to shut down Guyana in the sense of, you know, grocery stores and the marketplaces and what have you, because they're getting angry with the people, that the people not taking the antidote and the people is resistant. Alright? So they want to put the people under a stronghold where this antidote is concerned for this Crown Royal. Alright? So with a continuation of that throughout the world, what that will bring in famine. And famine is a part of the prophecies. Famine is a part of the prophecies. Hey, what coming up on the face of the earth is something that the world has never seen, man. What is taking place now? Alright? Which all you all doubted us, gainsay us, scoff at us, mock at us, ridicule us. Now we're seeing it taking place now. Right? And it's going to get so, even so buckwild, that your Amun-Ra and your Atum and your Osiris and your Jesus Christ and your Shiva, right, and your Muhammad, and none of these gods, and your Allah, and none of these gods ain't going to save you. Alright? Give me Matthew 24 and I think it's 21.
This is the book of Matthew chapter 24, verse 21. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world.
What? Read that over again.
For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time.
Right? The tribulation that's coming up on the face of the earth is something that the world has never seen. Yeah? Being taken into concentration camps. You're watching a children being tortured before your eyes. Your wife being tortured before your eyes. Famine on a mass scale. You can't get nothing in your groceries, in a grocery store. The famine is going to be so dread that cannibalism is going to come back in a big way. Alright, but you so-called Negroes still wanna wallow in your wickedness. You still wanna be in mud. Give me Daniel 12 and 1. Let me see this judgment that's coming up on the face of the earth. Let me see how we're going to get out of that.
This is the book of Daniel chapter 12 verse 1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time.
Right? It's going to be so dread that Michael the archangel, alright, he would have to step in, but he's not going to step in for the whole nation of Israel. or for the whole world. He's going to step in for the whole, for the elect sake, for the elect, not for the whole world. It's going to be so dread that down to the men and the Lord and all. It's going to be going through that tribulation. Alright? You know, I'm second at just 16 and 17. Yeah, 17. I say how dread it going to be.
Book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 16 and verse 17. Woe is me.
What?
Woe is me.
Son.
Who will deliver me in those days?
Yeah. Who will believe? And Ezra was a righteous man. Alright? And down to Ezra and all Berlin and say, woe is me, woe is me. Who is going to deliver me in those days? Who's going to help me out in those days? Alright? Because Yahweh Hashem Yashai, he gave Ezra, alright? Which was actually Ezra in the Bible, he gave Ezra a vision at the end time. And what he saw, it made him sick to his stomach. Alright? It's not getting better in this place. It's not coming back to normal in this place. The sooner you so-called Negroes and Hispanics come to the realization that this place is done, and the only thing you can do is repent and turn back to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, who is your God, the better for you. Because at least you will have what? A hedge of protection. But you want to care about that. Yeah? You want to care about that. All you all care about is the pleasures of life, the pleasures of this world. When this world is what, it fadeth away, it passes away. Here it is you all lining up by the hundreds to make yourself a perpetual slave by taking the devil's portion. So when you take the devil's portion, what next you're going to take is what? That chip. Because all who take that antidote, let's believe they're going to take that chip. You know, best believe they're going to take that. Yeah, continue on the thing.
Verse 18. The beginning of sorrows.
The what?
The beginning of sorrows.
There's the beginning of sorrows, right?
And great mornings.
And what?
And great mornings.
Yeah, great mornings. Disparity. Sorrowfulness.
The beginning.
Hopelessness. Right?
The beginning of famine.
The beginning of what?
The beginning of famine.
Yeah.
And great death.
And great death.
The beginning of wars.
Well, don't talk for that. Because now only going to be World War III. Civil wars and all these things going to break out. Now only going to be World War III. Right now, Babylon divided right now. Right? The antidoted against the unantidoted. Alright? The antidoted pushing for Biden to make that antidote mandatory. Even in Trinidad here. Couple pastors talking about what the government to make this antidote mandatory, alright, because they want the congregation to come back to church and whatnot, so forth. They want to pray. You don't want to praise no God. It's because you're losing your friggin' money. It's because you're losing your money. That's why I want the people to come back to church, so they can pay the tithes and the offerings and all these things. But hey, Yahweh Hashem Yahshua is going to put all you pastors to death. All. Where up?
And the power shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils.
And the who shall stand in fear?
The power shall stand in fear.
Yeah, like a Rowley and even president, prime minister, the state kids and leaders prime minister, all these prime ministers and them and the presidents and whatnot, these great men, these men of power, the elites, you know, the banking family and what have you, all of them is going to be standing in great fear. Well,
what shall I do when these evils shall come?
Yeah? What shall I do? What shall we do? And the only thing we can do is just come back to Yahweh Hashem Yahshua, you know. Because anything outside of that is death. Anything outside of Yahweh Hashem Yahshua is death. That the only they don't take rocket science. But you see you so-called Negroes just wicked in your ways. Brother.
Verse 19. Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment.
Are sent as scourges for amendment for us to pay back. Yahweh Hashem Yahshua bringing all these plagues upon the face of the earth for what? For payback. Right? Because you Negroes, these so-called Negroes, Hispanics and Native American Indians, who are what? Who are the 12 tribes of Israel, who are the biological descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, right? You all just want to continue wallowing in your wickedness, right? You're going to take the devil's juice, the devil's antidote, right? Because you want to go back to party, you want a carnival. When the devil's antidote is literally made to do what? To pay to death. Alright? But then I want to tell you about trusting in science. Trusting in science because what the man have on a white coat with a penis wrapped around his neck. You understand? With a penis wrapped around his neck. And a spectacles on his face. And I must trust you, right? And his skin pale. With blonde hair and blue eyes. I must trust you, right? Yahweh Hashem Yahshua said in the scourges, these plagues. The scourges and amendments. Amendments goes into what to pay. When they make amends to somebody, you know, it's a recompense, a payback. Right up.
But for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness.
Right? So with all these things the Lord putting up on the face of the earth, you so-called Negroes will turn from your wickedness, guys. Correct. Correct. Well, they wouldn't turn from all their wickedness. Well, they would just cut out. Give me Isaiah 1 and 5.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 1, verse 5. Why should ye be shaken anymore?
Yes. Yahweh Hashem Yahshua said, what? Why should I continue to put these so-called Negroes and Hispanics and Native American Indians into captivity? Why should he continue to put you all into slavery? Because the reason why he kept continually putting us into slavery was for our disobedience, you know? Alright, that we will turn back to him. But the thing about it is, with all the slaveries that we went through, it's like we just get more worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. So he's saying, why do you ask my say? put you all in more slavery again for? When I could just simply do this, continue. What?
Ye will revolt more and more.
Yeah, you will just continue to be rebellious.
The whole head is sick.
Yeah? The whole head is sick.
And the whole heart faint.
Right? When he said the whole head is sick, talking about what? From Judah, go straight down. Right? Go straight down to Issachar. Right? The whole head is sick. What's Rowley? What's the implementation Rowley looking to bring? The scripture talk about oh gosh, boy. How does one again, boy? What's it about? If it's in 29, boy, Proverbs 29, boy. See if I got the thing now, boy. From the white. Yeah, I won't pick up now. I won't pick up the glasses out. That's now what tell you. No. It's something yeah, wait, see if a ruler inherited lies, people perish, something to that effect. Something to that effect. In 929. 9 Proverbs 29. Give me same Proverbs 29. Give me same. You got it?
Yeah. Proverbs 29 and 12.
12, let me see. Yeah. Now that one is if the ruler hearken to lies, I had that, but read that one. If a ruler hearken to lies or something, will perish something to them. Something like that. Something like that. Bring it out there.
Right. This is Proverbs 29 and 12. If a ruler hearkens to lie, all his servants are wicked.
All his servants are what?
Wicked.
Yeah. Because see, the Prime Minister hearkening unto lies and pushing it forth when upon the people and letting the people who supported him is because what they're wicked no us. Alright? They're wicked. That's why in Sirach. Alright?
The king back.
They forget about that, I small thing. They Proverbs 10 and 1. It reads, the wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. Alright? So if the Prime Minister was as wise as he professed himself to be, alright, he would have told the people the truth instead of leading them the people into a tunnel of no turning back. Right? As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers, which is what he ministers. Right? Here you have your tongues, they all sing, talking a whole bag of nonsense. But you see, the thing is, it's all about our agenda, which they are part of, which they have to help carry out. That's why you have I say what? The king's heart, which is the mind, it is in the hand of the Lord. right? And he turned it to whatever so he will as the rivers and the waters. So at the end of the day, we know it's Yahweh Shini Shai. What controlling these so-called leaders? These wannabe leaders. Alright? Yeah,
no problem.
Alright? As it reads, as the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers, and what manner of man the ruler of this city is. Such are all they that dwell therein. Verse 3, an unwise king destroyed his people. Yeah? An unwise king destroyed his people. And there's what Rowley and the Jamaican Prime Minister, right? And all these so-called Caribbean leaders, they're going to do and they're destroying the people, right? By making them go and take this antidote. Telling you about trusty science and all that bag of shit. Right? But through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. The power of the earth is in the hand of Yahweh, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable. Alright? And that one is Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. But his true name, his Hebrew name, is Yahweh Shai. And he was a so-called black man of the tribe of Judah. Right? Not that blonde hair, pale skin, blue eyes, where your slave master gives to you. And I'm letting you so-called Negroes bow into that to this day. Okay, because the truth is out. Alright? But you so-called Negroes so stuffed in Stockholm syndrome. Right? You also so suffering from Stockholm syndrome, right? That you can't see the truth. That's why you say what he will lead you on, because you give us 2 Thessalonians 3, and I think it's 8. Just before Timothy.
Book of 2 Thessalonians, chapter 3, verse 10. Even when we were with you, this we commanded you, that if any would not work,
No, 2:10, sorry. 2:10. So I'm about that.
this is book of 2 Thessalonians, chapter 2, verse 10.
Yeah, go ahead.
And with all deceivableness of all unrighteousness with them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth.
Yeah.
God.
So you so-called Negroes, you don't know what the truth. Right? Because you're so been stuck on syndrome with your white man Jesus. Right? It's a white man, Jesus. That with all, read it over again, I want to butcher it.
And with all deceivableness.
And with all deceivableness. Who deceived here? The so-called white man. Right? The so-called white man, because he gave a false God. Yeah, he says all these other nations, the East Indian, the Chinese man, yeah? The Arab, all of them have a God that looks like all of them have a God that is within their resemblance. But here it is, the so-called white man put you into slavery, right? Do you all these things, give you plus on top of that, they give you a God to worship, right? They give you a God to worship, and here it is, you with the notion that same God when they give you to worship, when they kill you and do you all kind of things to worship that God, that same God coming back to save you. See how stupid our people is, boy? See how stupid and suckers our people is? Come back with the scripture again here.
And with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish.
Yeah, them that perish, why?
Because they receive not the love of the truth.
Because they receive not the love of the truth.
That they may be saved.
That they may be saved. Saved from this destruction, this peril. Right? Because they don't want truth. They want lies. Continue on.
Verse 11. And for this cause God shall send them strong delusion.
And for this cause Yahweh have two-thirds in you all on that strong delusion. Not only the Christian church too. All you so-called Negroes who not in this truth. Alright, because you're going about with your own understanding of things. Alright? You're leaning on your own understanding of things. Right? Only God could judge me and all that bag of bullshit. Right? So Yahweh shall do what? To leave you to your own thing thought. He turn you over to a reprobate mind.
Done.
What up?
That they should believe a lie. That they all might be damned who believe it, not the truth. But had pleasure in unrighteousness.
But had pleasure in what?
In unrighteousness.
And two-thirds in you all have pleasure in unrighteousness. Right? Two-thirds in you all. Right? That's why you all is going to die a grievous death. A grievous death is coming up on the face of the earth. And who can turn it back? Pretty soon they're going to do what? Put you all in concentration camps, come kicking down your doors, alright, and forcing you to take this thing. The mandating of this thing ain't only just going to be where you had in order to work, you had to take this and work and so forth. It's being put in concentration camps and what have you. You know? Where is what it is about? Because what? You believe a lie. Give me Isaiah 50 and 80. Your Christian church is lies, your Egyptology is lies, your Islam is lies, your Scientology is lies.
This book of Isaiah, chapter 30, verse 8. Now go write it before them in a table and note it in a book that it may be for the time to come forever and ever. That this is a rebellious people.
What is this people?
A rebellious people.
Yeah. 2/3 of you so-called Negroes, 2/3 of you people on this side here, is rebellious. Right? 2/3 of you all just rebellious. Right? But what?
That this is a rebellious people, lying children.
What?
Lying children.
Yeah, but
Children that will not hear the law of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai.
yes, you tell a woman they're not supposed to wear on pants. Who is you to judge me? Who is you to tell me that I can't wear on pants? You tell them they're not supposed to put no marks up on the skin. Who tell you I can't take a tattoo? What wrong with taking a tattoo? They tell them smoking is defiling the temple. Why were you talking about? I had a smoke my weed by green smoke. I can't function. They don't want to hear the law. They don't want to hear the law. They don't want to be in order because the law is the what? It's to put you in order. Because the law is the order of things. Alright? But 2/3 of our people, they don't want that. Right up.
So instead, when said to the seers,
Who is the seers? Us, the prophets. What did they say to we? Go ahead.
see not,
Yes, see now, don't watch me now, boy.
and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things.
Yeah. Why you always so angry? Why it's a nice things in the Bible to talk about. Why every time when they come into the Bible, come to speak about the Bible, it's always about some judgment or some kind of thing, but not so forth. We say, what the scripture say?
Speak unto us smooth things.
They would have what smooth things. Right? They were going to sit down in the church and the pastor speak to them smooth things. Right? Your pastor is telling you that the antidote, right? With your government pressuring you to take, alright? Leading up is a precursor to what? To the mark of the beast. Your pastor is telling you that. T.D. Jakes is telling you that. Creflo Dollar is telling you that. Right? Dr. Ministries is telling you that. Your Pentecostal church, your Seventh-day Adventist church, your Jehovah Wickedness church, none of them are telling you that. Right? But here it is, we, the true men of the Lord, coming in, week out, and giving you that truth, year in, year out. You know what that? Where up?
Yeah.
Prophesy deceit.
What?
Prophesy deceit.
Prophesy deceit. I would have they want deceit. They want to hear deceitful words. Trust in the science. Like the words they want to hear. You know? Tell me we have a better day. Come in. Tell me we're going to get back to some sense and normalcy. That's what I want to hear. Them don't want to hear famine and great destruction coming up on the face of the earth. You know? Them don't want to hear that. Yeah, go ahead.
Get you out of the way.
You know what they say? Huh?
Get you out of the way.
You know why they say get you out of the way? Hold your hand there. Hold your hand there. Let me show you why they say get you out of the way. Get out of my way now, boy. Go from by here now, boy. I'll show you the reason why. Go to Isaiah 65 and 5. And he will come back to that scripture. Now we see the reason why they say get out of the way.
Yeah. Book of Isaiah chapter 65 verse 5.
Go ahead.
Which say, stand by thyself.
Which say what?
Stand by
When they
thyself.
come and they bring in this truth to them. Oh! When they come and they bring in this truth to them. Why they don't go for it, but you stay over so with that now. We don't want to hear that. We don't want to hear that.
Come not near to me.
Yeah, come not near to me. Go ahead.
For I am holier than thou.
For I am what?
Holier than thou.
Yeah, that's what they say, you know. I had the blood of Jesus over me. You can come and tell me, what come by me.
These are a smoke in my nose.
Right? The way you are about show me, I say what?
These are a smoke in my nose.
Yeah, it irritates them. That's why he's going to put you out to death.
A fire that burneth all the day.
Go ahead.
Behold, it is written before me,
Uh-huh.
I will not keep silence, but will recompense, even recompense into their bosom.
Uh-huh.
Your iniquities and the iniquities of your fathers
Yeah.
together.
Right? So it's great judgment. Yeah, about show me how try go and bring. Ain't no playtime thing here. There ain't no time to be in no mirth. Until you pastors who leading the people astray. Don't feel like going and give away, don't feel like going and hide. You know, they're going and hide under Esau covering. Alright? Because you make a covenant for death and hell. You know, and the judgment will come to you. Don't feel so. You're going to get judged. All you pastors. And they're going to get a judgment too. Right? You're going to get a serious judgment yourself. Go back to the arm. Go back to the guys here.
Well, you know what verse 11?
Yeah.
Isaiah 30. Get you out of the way, turn aside out of the path, because the Holy One of Israel to cease from before us.
Cause the Holy One of Israel to cease from before us, you know. Who is the Holy One of Israel? This man here and his father. You cause them to cease from before us. You don't want to hear him. You don't want to know nothing about him. Yahweh, Yahweh. We don't want to hear about him. But tell them about the earthquake. Tell them about the hail earthquake Jesus. Right? Because that would when I research the Latin, alright? The word Jesus Christ, it means earthquake. Tell them about that. Yeah, the all ears. The all ears. But that ain't nothing. Because all what we have been telling you all, what coming up on the face of the earth, right? And you all was laughing and making a mockery of it. The laugh, the joke is on you now. The joke is on all of you all now. You said that when you was when me and the guy and them to be over the promenade, you saw a bunch of old men sit down there playing cards. Yeah? Playing all fours, making one right through the all this coming up against you. Right through. Right? But we would not the word of Yahweh about you now try. It's not falling void now, it's not falling void though. Everything falling right within its place. Every single thing is falling right within its place. Why? because there's judgment upon the face of the earth, because he said so. He said he's going to bring it. Right? He said he's going to bring it. Yeah? So we're seeing all plagues coming to pass. Because why? It's prophecy. Because it's prophecy. Prophecy had to come upon the face of the earth. Prophecy must be fulfilled. Prophecy has to be fulfilled. Alright? Where are they? You have some there? You come out to that just. No, not yet. Stop that. It's a beautiful thing to see the words of Yahweh Shai Shai coming to pass. A beautiful thing. Yeah? Come on, Jerry Martha.
Book of Jeremiah chapter 15 verse 1. Then said Yahweh unto me, though Moses and Samuel stood before me, yet my mind could not be toward this people.
Yeah. Yet my mind cannot be towards this people. Let's wicked and adulterous people. Yeah, what?
Cast them out of my sight, and let them go forth.
Yeah, God.
And it shall come to pass, if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth?
What we are, God?
Then thou shalt tell them, thus said Yahweh, such as are for death, to death,
yeah,
and such as are sword for the sword, to the sword, and such as are for the famine, to the famine.
And such as what?
The famine to the famine.
Go ahead.
And such as for the captivity to the captivity.
So Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, we do all you tutored so-called Negroes and Hispanics, alright? Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, categorize your debts. You already have a judgment plan out for you. Who gonna be put into concentration camps and tortured? You know? You fidels, you proud fidels, especially too. Alright? Going to be used as bargaining chips. All of you all is going to die because of the famine, no food to eat. Right? Great insurrection coming up on the face of the land. Some of you all is going to die in these race wars and what have you. But we pray about Shem Yahweh Shai, you know that we don't end up in that lot. You know that we be set apart from that lot. Alright? Because it's grave judgment. No, that wouldn't be so. That wouldn't be so. You understand? Grave judgment. That is what it's all about right now. Grave judgment, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai bringing. Grave judgment. Grave judgment. Right? You know, playtime thing coming up on the face of the earth. What is that? Yeah, bring it up. Yeah.
great voice out of the temple saying to the 7 angels, go your ways and pour out the vials of the wrath of Yahweh upon the earth.
For the what?
The vials of the wrath of Yahweh upon the earth.
Right, and those vials, they represent what? Those spirits. Right, that Yahweh shall strike forth upon the face of the earth to go out and do the work. Alright? Because when you read Sirach 39 and 28, it reads, there be spirits that are created for vengeance, and within their fury they lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. So read back over that Revelation 16 there.
And I heard a great voice out of the temple saying to the 7 angels, go your ways and pour out the vials of the wrath of Yahweh upon the earth. And the first went and showed it.
So that those vials represent spirits, unclean spirits. Right? Unclean spirits. When you see those chariots, well, they ain't gonna know, but we know. Alright? Because Yahweh shall give us the eyesight. Right? Most of the time when those chariots coming into earth atmosphere is to do what? It's to bring down, it's to unleash those unclean spirits. Right? So to do what? To turn the whole world in a mess so that prophecy can be fulfilled. No. That's it. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Verse 2. And the first went and poured out his vial upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them which worshipped his image.
God. Right? And that going right back again to the antidote and that technological advancement that they want to insert in here. Alright? Because just yesterday I was I guess something on my phone there where our pastor was breaking down something. But he and all too, Yahweh Shai gonna deal with he and all too. Something called CRISPR technology. Alright? Which is actually gene editing now. Where they could take change your DNA. You know, take out your DNA and replace it with something else. Alright? So with this CRISPR technology, they're putting in the antidotes now. We don't know what that is about. Right? All about changing the genes, right? Your DNA. Right? And then on top of that, they have some called what? Graphene oxide or graphene technology. Yeah. And we don't know the graphene technology. It goes into what is the building blocks for nanomites. Alright? And these are things it is spread out. It is started to spread out. Right? And these things is made to do what? To spread it throughout your whole nervous system and go to your brain. Right? And when that reaches your brain, is to do what? To take over your whole system so that they can have full control of you all. But the thing about it too, with that, when that now, when those two things start to be compatible and start to link with the towers, alright, the radiation that will be put on the tower, and when cell phone that now come out, I mean, a big thing where they were saying you mustn't have the phone close to your ears because you get radiation poisoning and
problem, yeah.
Your
Like
brain
the
and
cells.
yeah.
Yeah, certain cells in your brain can fry.
Right?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
You ride it by your face, right? Good. So now, with this thing now, that connecting to the towers, you really hear that is going to go upon you. And those nanomites now, that all throughout the system, where if you want to answer that God, that you want to raise cancerous sores upon all throughout the body. Right? That's when you talk about the previous noise. Are we over there?
And the first went and poured out his vial upon the earth,
Yeah.
and there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the beast,
Right?
and upon them that worship his image.
Man. And a lot of them is going to take it. Because what? Because they don't want to get locked out of the system. Just the other day I make a video on that, you know. That's the reason why they're already taking this thing, you know. Because they have them are Romans 13 and 11.
Because there are no faith in it.
Right?
They have no faith in it. You understand? There are no faith in it.
It's simple enough. You see now, they just only talk faith.
Talk faith, but when it's time to show it to the weak,
They just only talk it. You ain't even have a gun to your head. Your head not even on a chopping block. Right? Your head not even on a chopping block, but you running blindly. So go and take that shit. What get it? What look at it? Romans 13, Romans 13. Right back, yeah, right after the book of Acts. Then you know, continue. I don't know why I'm continue. Just after the book of Acts.
and this is the reason why they created TikTok, Facebook. All them things is just to get your mind whopped.
But the thing is, TikTok and all, mashing them up, exposing the elites and them even more because
Yeah,
a lot of people, they're coming out and making small videos, you know what I mean? And the small videos, it's in some serious punch by
Yeah.
11.
This is the book of Romans chapter 13 verse 11. And that knowing the time, that now it is a high time to awake out of sleep.
Right now, we know, right? It is high time that it's want to wake out of sleep. That's why that's why you're about to wake us out of that slumber, that valley of dry bones, you know, and put on that sinews and what have you, know, and that skin. Alright? Wake we up with our life. Where?
For now is our salvation nearer than we believe.
Now is our salvation is nearer than we believe. Right? Now our salvation is nearer than we believe. Because the plagues are coming. Where?
The night is fast spent, the day is at hand.
Right? That night we talking about, that night is when they was living in darkness. But the day is what you say about the day?
The day is at hand.
The day is at hand. That day are being salvaged out of that place. So that's why, you know, you had to get yourself outside. Out of this world. Out of the things of this world. Well,
let us therefore cast off the works of darkness and let us put on the armor of light.
right? That armor of light is what? This truth.
Done.
The truth in the scriptures here. Brother.
Let us walk honestly as in the day, not in rioting and drunkenness.
Rioting what?
And drunkenness.
Right. That is why they're going and take the antidote, because they want to be in that mind state and rioting, you know, and drunkenness, you know. They're taking the antidote because they want to go back to carnival. They want to go back to club. You understand what I'm showing you? They want bars to open back and all these things. So they're rushing to take that nonsense in the system. Take that chop, take that pork. Brother.
Not in the chambering and wantonness.
Yeah, wantonness, you know. But
not in strife and envying.
But
put ye on the Lord, the Messiah Mashiach, and make not provision for the flesh.
And make what? Not what?
The provision for the flesh.
And that's what's going on. When you're going and take that antidote, it's because you're making provision for the flesh, then. You're going and take the antidote so that you won't be locked out of the system. So you will always be eating, drinking, what have you. Right? You will continue to live in your house because they're coming with the property tax, and we told you all they're going to come with the property tax. We told you all that. Right? Now when they crash that monetary system, and the only thing you have, the only thing that will be available for you to do financial transaction is that technological advance of putting in your hand or in your forehead. That is the only way you could be able to pay a property tax to still reside in your house. We told you all this. We tell you all, there's no way. What you're doing is block the blocking you in. Okay, so if you feel you're self-employed, you're not going to get away. Because in order for you to sell on the street, like say, alright. Like say you have a little boot on a mall. Or even if you're selling on the side of the street, you're interacting with people. Alright? So in order for you to you have to take that antidote. They say you have a little boot in the mall. What they're going to do now is instruct the owners of the mall that all the people that who renting from you, that they take it. And if you don't take it, when we come, if you don't take it, he's going to fine you $50,000. He's going to be fined $50,000. So and they know what that. So they will make sure that you take it. And if you don't want to take it, well, you can't do no business again in my premises. Right? Then you have the pensioners. If the pensioners thought for they could get away from taking it because they don't pay the debt to society, right? No. Because why? They're coming with the property tax. And on top of that, your pension, in order for you to receive a pension, right? You had to take it. We warn you all, we told you all, we warn you all. Get my where you holding this? You continue with it and then you get my child 3 and 7. Yeah.
To fulfill the lust thereof,
right? That's why they're making provisions for themselves, right? That's why the scripture say. That's what the scripture say. Let's see. Matthew 10. Matthew 10 Matthew 10 and 39, it reads. I can start from I don't want to go so quick. I can start from so far me about so quick. I can start from 38. unto me. Right? But I will jump to 29. Right? It is, he that findeth his life shall lose it. Right? I think for only going and take the antidote for. Because you want to say, you know, they tell me, if I take it, I go live. I ain't go dead. Yeah. If I take it and I get it, I ain't go end up. That's this morning I listen to a wicked dumb nigga bitch talking that shit. to some a guy in the area, they come to check sheet. And you take your antidote yet? Boy, you had to take it. You had to take it. They say if you take it, because all of we take it already. They say if you take it and you get it, you ain't go dead, you go end up in the hospital. You ain't go end up in the hospital and this and that and all that shit. You know what I mean? Go ahead and take it thing, boy. But what the scripture say? Matthew 10 and 39. He that findeth his life shall lose it. Right? And he that loseth his life for my sake shall find it. Right? He that loseth his life for my sake, right, shall find it. But all of you all who say Russians are going to take this thing to save your life, let's believe you're going to lose it. You're going to lose your life. The Lord said so. Yahweh Shem Yahushai said so. Where up? Where are they? Where now? Revelation 14. 14 and 9. Bring it up.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 14, verse 9.
Right.
And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice,
right,
if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead, or in his right, or in his hand, the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels,
right,
and in the presence of the Lamb.
Right? So that is the judgment. Because when you take that juice, that beetle juice, that antidote, then you is going to take that technological advance in your hand. Right? Because what they're doing with that antidote is the beginning stages and making it into an antenna. Right? Because they're all about what? Linking man to machine. And the thing about it is, a lot in you all is going to take it. A lot in you all. Because why? Your mind confined to this world. Right? Your mind, everything that is of this world, you're into. Which is vanity and one vexation of spirit. Yeah, go to the arm. Who's arm on there? Jesus? Alright, well, very man who the word ignorant he calls Jesus. Right? Because he named him Jesus. Right? Name him Jesus. Alright? Name is Yahushai. Get on. Physical tree and sovereignty. plus 17 is 15.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 3, verse 17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel.
Right, so that's son of man, the prophet. Right? Say what I've made thee a watchman. Unto the what? Unto the house of Israel. Where up?
Therefore, hear the word at my mouth, and give them warning from me.
Yeah. Right, but
when I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked way, to save his life. The same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require it at thine hand.
Right? What his blood? If we don't want you so-called Negroes and Hispanics and Native American Indians, Caribs, Arawaks, Aztecas, Mayans, Tainos, if we don't warn you all, 2/3 in you all, if we don't warn you all, when you have a Shemya Shai put you all to death, he is going to require you all blood at our hands, because why? We know the truth and then come and warn you all. But continue, word.
Verse 19. Yet if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way, he shall die in his iniquity, but thou hast delivered thy soul.
Right? But thou hast delivered thy soul, and I will be doing, warning you all. But your pastors never warning you all. Yeah? Your pastors not warning you all. Give me Ezekiel 14 and start from the top. Start from the top down. Start from 2. Start from 2. Ezekiel 14. 1, 4 and 2. Go down. Just go down.
This is the book of Ezekiel chapter 14 verse 2. And the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, these men have set up their idols in their hearts,
right?
And put the stumbling block of their iniquity before their face.
And where is the stumbling block? The Jesus Christ. The white Jesus Christ. The Selassie. Yeah? The Kaaba stone with Muhammad. And the 33 million Elamite gods. Right? And these things are stumbling block onto our people. The Egyptology. What?
Should I be inquired at all by them?
Right? Should I be acquired, should these men come to ready and should come and sing a look and to seek me now? Brother.
Therefore speak unto them and say unto them, Thus said Yahweh thy power, every man of the house of Israel that setteth up his idol in his heart, and putteth the stumbling block of his iniquity before his face, and cometh to the prophet, I Yahweh will answer him that cometh according to the multitude of idols.
Right? Word up, word. Right? Verse 5, continuing in verse 5, that I may take the house of Israel in their own heart, which is their own mind, because they are all estranged from me through their idols. Right? And that is where you have action again. He will lead you on to your own understanding. You know, he will make your life seem so truthful. Right? He will make your life seem so truthful. Brother.
Verse 6. Therefore say unto the house of Israel, thus said Yahweh thy power, repent and turn yourselves from your idols, and turn away your faces from all your abominations.
Right.
For every one of the house of Israel, or of the stranger that sojourneth in Israel, which separated himself from me, and set up his idols in his heart, and put it the stumbling block of his iniquity before his face, and cometh to a prophet to inquire of him concerning me, I Yahweh will answer him by myself.
Right? Watch how dread you are about shit now. Watch how dread you are about shit now.
Verse 8. And I will set my face against that man, and will make him a sign and a proverb, and I will cut him off from the midst of my people, and ye shall know that I am Yahweh. And if the prophet be deceived when he had spoken a thing, I Yahweh have deceived that prophet.
Right? So, Yahweh Ashini said, you know, when they come to, when these false leaders, because what look at push to that, the day is coming when all these false leaders, when they see all these calamities taking place, they is going to come to us. Right? But Yahweh Ashini is going to put a deceiving tongue upon us to give revelation unto these false men, because it's judgment he wants to put upon them. But what's this? Continue.
And I will stretch out my hand upon him, and will destroy him from the midst of my people Israel.
Right.
And they shall bear the punishment of their iniquity.
Right? Which is them, which is those false, which is those false prophets, right? Who set up that stumbling block upon the nation of Israel, right? But go ahead.
The punishment of the prophet shall be even as the punishment of him that seeketh unto him.
So what I teach, so what I showing you there? Think out that, but what I showing you there?
He just has wicked as man.
That the matter that he just has wicked as man. When they come at me, for we to get them revelation, we ought to run them like dogs. Because anytime you say looking to go and put them sit down and say looking to go and teach them and want to teach them the truth. After they done deceive all them people, you know, looking to no do that, brother man. No do that, because you have a shine is going to prick you. That's why he tells Jehoshaphat, when Jehoshaphat went up with King Ahab to go and help him fight, Yahweh strike close on him. He said, because Ahab hate me. Ahab don't like me. Ahab hate me. How you can be my servant and yet still go and help Ahab? The scripture says, what can two work together at least they agree? Because these are the things that come in a watchman. All them wicked pastors, they're going to have some of them who's going to stay totally wicked to the end, and then they're going to have some of them, they will still stay wicked and about putting a remorseful mind like, hey, and then they're going to want to come and look for we now, for we to really show them that truth. But you have to lead them. Let them get judged by all that wicked freaking shit they've been doing now. right now it's having pastors calling out that they want Rowley to make the one Rowley to pass a legislation that for brothers like us, I rebuke that myself spirit, I rebuke that in the name of Yahweh, yeah? For brothers like us, show the four corners of the earth. Right now, they want the government to, like pastors I talking about, want the government to pass legislation, yeah, for anybody who's speaking against the antidote to make it a crime now, boy. Right, to make it a crime. Right? Who knows if all them pastors and them will be in the clergy response teams. That's why the scripture say somewhere in John and about. See if I can type up in your blue letter. No, you don't really want to, so you have to be accurate. I think the letter, whatever your wife or your not, you have to be accurate.
Yeah, it must be word for word.
Yeah.
Anytime you mess out one,
Yeah, you tell it right, just that kind of right in there. Somewhere in John. Talk by the minute. Let me see. Talk by the minute. Talk by the minute.
I talking. Meanwhile, I have the book of Micah, chapter 2 and 10.
Yeah, break it up
right?
there. Break it up there, Kyle.
Arise, ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall show you even with a sore destruction.
God, because he said, rise and depart from here, this world, right? Because there is not a rest, right? Because at the end of the day, right, the destruction that come into this earth, right? We people still trying to get comfortable in here, in Babylon, right? But like as the Lord said, right, there is no way rest, right? The salvation is right now, right?
No boy, but that's can't recall here.
Nice one.
Right? Try KFC and see the thing of it. Let's come KFC. You understand?
Anyway, nice one. Right? Lord said, redemption drive nice. Right? So we have no time to be playing and relaxing in this world here. Right? You gotta wake up. Right? Come to the Lord. God bash me or shy. Right? People here gotta start to wake up. Right? And turn to the Lord. Because redemption drive nice. That's it. Right? There is no rest. Yes, sir?
Can.
You know, buddy, I'm
This is the book of Micah 2 and 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted.
can.
it shall destroy you even with a sword destruction.
Right. Because you're polluted because why? Right? Everywhere you go, right? Once you have homosexuals, right? Everything going corrupted, everything corrupted in this place, nothing righteous, right? And the place just getting more worse and worse and worse, right? Nothing getting better, right? But we people here, right? They still want to take that antidote to the place that they want normal, right? Some people selling out the pastors, all of them selling you out, right? Because they want the place to so-called get back good, right? They want to get back good so that they get your money, so them could keep on living good, right? Them done get it, the treasures in this world, you know. They're trying to take yours away from you, right? That way you have to wake up, right? Come back to your heritage, right? Let me get Jeremiah 17:4. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 17, verse 4. And thou even thyself shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee. Right? So the Lord said he gave you a heritage, he never gave you religion. Right? Like the church is not teaching you. Yeah. Like the church is not teaching you. Right? The Lord has religion. Right? The Lord gave you a religion, he never gave you religion, he gave you heritage. Right? At the end of the day, right? If you go into the word religion, right? In Latin, it means religio. Right? It means to divide and rule.
Right? Okay, no, go ahead, talk. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, and we'll come back to it. Okay.
The word religion in Latin means religio, which is to divide and rule. Right? All these are multiple religions. Right? How are you supposed to know which one is the truth? Right? How are you supposed to know which one is the truth? Right? It's the divide and rule here. Right? Each of them religion, right? It only have a fraction of the truth. Because someone said this and then they will twist it so they can believe what they want to believe. Right? Like their benefit.
Right, like for instance again, the antidote. Right? And for you, come on. Go back to Matthew 10 and I think 6:17. Yeah, 17. Matthew 10, 17. Alright. And we'll read up to 20. And then I will come across. And then you will go to John 16 and 2. Yeah. Can't I go bring you John 16 and 6 start from verse 1. But go ahead, I'm tired.
This is the book of Matthew chapter 10, verse 17. But beware of men, for they will deliver you up to the councils, and they will scourge you in their synagogues.
Yeah, right? So, that pastor Mackenzie, I don't know what his first name, but I'm calling you out still. Alright? This is you hear the scripture talking about. Right? Because here it is. This thing here, elites coming. You can't tell me you don't know about. You can't tell me in this day and age. You don't have no knowledge concerning the New World Order and what they have implemented concerning the New World Order. That you could make such a statement that you would like for the government yeah, you can't tell me, right? Because you pushing, you want for the government to bring forth a legislation that anybody who tell me this, how you know how your wife coming out here? You guys, how you know how your wife coming out here? I was a two-train. You can't tell me what I'm saying here. As I said, that anybody who's speaking out against the antidote, that it should be a crime and they should and they should be arrested and what have you and face the court of law. So that is why Yahweh Hashem Yahshua said that. Read it over again now.
Book of Matthew chapter 10 verse 17. Beware of men, for they will deliver you up to the councils, and they will scourge you in their synagogues.
Go ahead.
And ye shall be brought before governors and kings. And ye shall be brought before governors and kings for my sake.
Right? So we must believe some of us is going to be arrested, alright, for the shoot here. Right? Put in concentration camps and whatnot, along with the rest of the 2/3. That's why the scripture said we go in Revelation 12, there's Revelation 2 and 10 now. Let me know book, sorry. I will get it, because I don't know all that time. It's not my figure. Revelation 2 and 10, it reads, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison. Alright? The devil shall cast some of you into prison. Right? Because when the scripture say we are now reading, they go to divorce of the governors and judges and kings and what have you. Alright? These two things, you know, that we are good at our minds for. Because some of us, you know, not all, but some of us will experience these things. Alright? Some of us, when we before these judges and governors and kings and what have you, some of us is going to be put to death. Alright? For the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Not just for only speaking out against the wickedness in this world and what is the wickedness in this world has to offer. Alright? Speaking out against this beast system, they could go ahead and pass the string. No problem. Alright, we'll see. Alright? Some of us will be put into those concentration camps and be put to death. Because we're not a part of this new world order. We don't want a part of this new world order. Continue the scripture there. That's not so let me finish this, right? Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Alright, which is for a period of time, not literally 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. So some of us will be put to death. Because that is the reality of the possibility. Alright? Go ahead up.
Verse 18. And ye shall be brought before governors and kings for my sake, for a testimony against them and the Gentiles.
Right, go ahead.
But when they deliver you up, take no thought for how or what ye shall speak, for it shall be given you in that same hour what ye shall speak.
Read better. Say, look at the one, make up a speech and write down a speech and read before them. And no. He will put the words in your mouth. What I would never be able to gainsay. Go ahead up.
Verse 20. For it is not ye that speak, but the Spirit of your Father.
What?
For it is not ye that speak, but the Spirit of your Father.
But we'll go back to John 6 and 36, I think. That's
which speaketh in you.
This is John 6 and 63, Salakia. Now, this is John 6 and 63. It is the Spirit that put in it, the flesh profited nothing.
God.
The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life. Right? So Yahweh Hashem Yahshua is going to put that spirit upon you, which is that word, to confound these devils, confound these Rothschild, these Rockefellers, alright? Bilderbergers, right? All these Bilderbergers, the Gettys, Aboud, Sapka, right? Because Yahweh Hashem Yahshua has a war with these elites, who are these Edomites, the so-called white man, woman, and child. Thereby Hashem has a great judgment coming for them. Right? Bring all the scripture they have here,
This is the book of John 16 and verse 1.
Hold it there. And this is for you, Pastor Gordon and Pastor Mackenzie. Read it.
These things have I spoken unto you.
These things Yahweh Hashem Yahshai spoken unto us. Right?
That he shall not be offended.
Right? That's what?
That he shall not be offended.
Right?
Right? They shall put you out of the synagogues.
Synagogue, right?
Yeah. The time come that whosoever kill you will think that you do Yahweh service.
Yeah, the time will come when because some of some of these pastors themselves is going to put us to death. Right? They're going to call for our death. And when and them doing that within their wicked, deceitful mind, they're thinking that they're doing Yahweh service. You know, they're thinking it's a good to do now. Right? But really, they're already doing Yahweh service. According to you, they're doing that good for we. Right? Because we dying for Yahweh Hashem Yahweh. Right? And the thing about it is, still we ain't dying. They just put the flesh. They just put the flesh. But the spirit. Right? The flesh, we know we there. The flesh profit nothing. But it's the spirit. You dumb nigga. It's the spirit. And you can't kill the spirit. So you ain't doing nothing there. What you doing? You ain't doing nothing there. Where are they? We have to look for the hot one on here, but go to Proverbs. You have some there all characters on.
Yeah.
Go to Proverbs 29. Go up to Proverbs 29. No. Read verse 7. Read 7. Then 12, then 14, 18. 7. Read 7, read 7, 29 and 7.
This is the book of Proverbs chapter 29 to 7. The righteous considereth the cause of the poor.
Right? The righteous consider the cause of the poor. Right? We consider the cause of the poor. Right? Well,
but the wicked regarded not to know it.
But the wicked what?
Regarded not to know it.
They don't care. That's why Rowley is on the agenda with the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers and Bushes and the Clintons and all of them, right? With the agenda to wipe you so-called Negroes off the face of the map. Right? No, we don't come.
Verse 14. The king that faithfully judgeth the poor, his throne shall be established forever.
Right? And there's Yahweh Shai, because he stands for the poor. And who is the poor? The nation of Israel, the people on the sign here. And his kingdom is going to stand forever. Alright? Because he has his prophets, which is brothers like us, starting with the men of great millstone from the apostles and elders on down. Alright? Heralding his coming to bring justice upon the face of the earth. Because the wicked, they don't care about us. They don't care about us. They don't care about our struggles, our everyday struggles, and what we had to go through. They don't care about our slavery, our continual slavery that we're experiencing to this day. They don't care about that. They trust in their riches. That's what they care about. Them and all the rest of heathen nations, for that matter. Right? Go down now to 16.
Verse 16. When the wicked are multiplied, transgression increaseth, but the righteous shall see their fall.
Right? And the wicked is multiplied upon the face of the earth, which is the so-called white man. Yeah. Alright? Along with 2/3 in this people, 2/3 in these people on this side here, which is you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Yeah? But hey, we is going to see a fall. The scripture talk about that. Right? There's 9 things where you have about it outside. This is what we get about in Sarah. There's Sirach 25 and 7. There be 9 things which I have judged in my heart to be happy, and a 10th I will utter with my tongue. A man that had joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy. And this, we already the last one right there. Where the wicked increases or something like that, so?
Yeah. Book of Proverbs chapter 29 verse 16. When the wicked are multiplied, transgression increaseth.
Yeah. Go ahead.
But the righteous shall see their fall.
But the righteous shall see their fall. Right? That's when you see the fall of the wicked. 2/3 of in the sign here, along with the so-called white man, right? And the heathen nations. He is going to see their fall, their downfall. Right? He is going to see that. Because, hey, the inward thought is that, the house will continue forever, but there is a lie. Then you will order ain't going to come about. When the sick to get a belly full, that is when you have action, your Shah is going to do what? Come bursting through the skies and raining thermal nuclear missiles upon America and all these other Edomite nations, alright? Along with chariot fire to bring judgment upon them. There ain't no 2 ways about it. Read verse 18.
Verse 18. Where there is no vision, the people perish, but he that keepeth the law, happy is he.
Right? Where there is no vision. And a lot of you all people, you all have no vision. And where is that vision? The kingdom of heaven. None. You all ain't seeing it. That's why you all running to go and take the antidote. And that's why you all is going to perish. Because you all thinking for here, right here for here. You all have a thinking, a mentality that it has nothing better than here.
But here is now we rest.
You understand what I'm saying? That's all these niggas thinking, that it has nothing better than here. So let we just accept what we gain here. We gain crumbs here is the mentality. We gain crumbs, but at least we still gain something.
Yeah, but at the same time, the crumbs is nothing.
And the crumbs is nothing.
It's nothing.
Consolation, that is like in Luke 6. Luke 6. Luke 6 and I think it's 26. Yeah, Luke 6 and 24. It reads, but woe unto, I read it now.
But woe unto you that are rich, for ye have received your consolation.
Yeah, you receive your consolation. Woe unto you because haters, you think you rich. Jay-Z, Beyonce, Marshall Condom, Buckton Montano, all of them, they feel they're rich, but the thing is, you ain't rich. Use a welfare case compared to the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers and them. These men spending all money and be a young boy and all these guys, I'm rich.
NBA means never broke again.
Yeah. Rich. And what that's so forth. And there's Dirk and all of these dumb niggas. Yeah? But you ain't rich, nigga, you just get crumbs.
Them are the real money.
Right? These people who paying you, them. These people spending all money. And how they get that all money? Through the slavery and blood, sweat and tears of our people who is the children of Israel. That is how they get their money. Right? Right up.
Woe unto you that are full,
Yeah.
for ye shall hunger.
Right? Because by you make a rest at this place here. That's the day without scripture here. You know, you make a rest here. You know? When you have actually now saw some coming for you, man. So go back to Proverbs 26. Proverbs 29 on me. That was Luke 6 and 24. This black robbery of the million old freaking 10 come and make up on fees. Proverbs 29 and they will have scripture in 26.
The book of Proverbs chapter 29 and verse 26. Many seek the rule and favor, but every man's judgment cometh from the Lord.
Yeah. So I'm letting you all seek the thing. You all taking this thing, you know, to seek favor from your prime minister, seek favor from your boss man, you know, for them to look upon you and give you praise now, boy. But judgment coming from your house and your outside, yeah? So just know you have a judgment coming. Alright? And with that, we call her lion, La Alahaya Nawa, Yahawa, Ba'ashem, Yahshai, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that do well. Peace, blessings, salutations unto the brothers, you know, who preaching and teaching the truth on the four corners of the earth. Risking their lives and if we don't teach so normal and never put in the street. Shalom unto the speckled Israelites, looks like the other nations, but Israel to their forefathers in the days. And shalom unto the very few but faithful Aquatic sisters, you know.
Shalom.
So with that, you know, hope you are edified, power and spirit of the Yahweh Ba'ashem, our Shai. Alright? So shalom. What about the boy? ETA, that time.